I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper, was left behind.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 34-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott going up top. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The ball carrier.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. the 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 44 yards. First and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. They'll try again with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
To kick off for Dallas.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Check 52.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bears 7, Cowboys 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
14. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. shotgun. It's Prescott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First down, Dallas.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
He was brought down.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Cowboys.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Prescott from the gun. He's going to fire one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Pollard, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for the...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down now, it's Elliott. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
At the Bears' 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This is Elliott. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit Pater, but they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Prescott. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Score Bears 21, Cowboys 15.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now
Trubisky lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know, let him know. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey. Alert, alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Man, I got you. Shift. Hey.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Chicago Bears.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there on third down. 53 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now here's Pollard. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, check.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 22.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a two-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
56 to move on to 54.
Now Pollard. And some room to roam now. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 22. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Prescott.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Elliott. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
7-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Below Nichols. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he slings one that's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught. right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Amari Cooper.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Bears 34, Cowboys 29. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Trubisky will throw. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Patterson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
At the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's crashing. He's check. Alert! Alert! Check 13. Check 13. Hey, check 24. What's 24?
On first down, it's Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And 2 at the 15-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
You know
and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check 47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Prescott to throw it. Staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Packers adding to their totals there and their lead. A win would be their second on the young season. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.